And tonight in Hannity's America, alumni and supporters of Notre Dame University are sticking to their Fighting Irish namesake and uniting against a proposed plan to have President Barack Obama speak at their spring commencement. Now, the announcement that the president would speak at the university came just 4 days after Mr. Obama outraged Catholics by lifting the ban on federal funding of embryonic stem cell research. The Cardinal Newsman Society, a Catholic advocacy group, has launched an online petition in an attempt to get Notre Dame President, the Reverend John Jenkins, to rescind his invitation to Mr. Obama. Now, the petition at NotreDameScandal.com has already gathered, get this, more than 80,000 signatures and says, quote, Notre Dame has chosen prestige over principles, popularity over morality. A spokesman for the university told the AP yesterday that he does not believe the invitation will be withdrawn, and the response so far is, quote, nothing beyond what we anticipated. Now, that statement was made before today's major announcement that the Notre Dame area bishop has decided not to attend the graduation, and I have a feeling that the Notre Dame spokesman may need to revisit his comments in coming days. Tim Geithner, the Treasury Secretary, who is redefining the word embattled, was back on Capitol Hill this morning testifying before Barney Frank and all his friends. And he decided to stick up for the new AIG CEO, saying he's not to blame for this mess. But he forgot to tell us who is. Now, welcome back to Liberal Translation, Mr. Geithner.
I know that much of the public anger has fallen on Mr. Liddy, but this is not fair. Mr. Liddy did not create this mess. He did not seek this job. He agreed in response to a request by the government of the United States to work to restructure the company and help us get back the assistance provided by the taxpayer. And in taking on what I think is the most challenging job in the American financial system today, he inherited an enormous range of problems, including these retention contracts that are the understandable source of public outrage.
Now, I would soak it all in while you still can, Mr. Geithner. Even your days on Liberal Translation, they may be numbered. And another unsettling sign of the changing times under President Obama, the French are lecturing us on the virtues of lower taxes. Did you ever think you'd see that day? Now, last week, French President Nicolas Sarkozy faced down street riots after refusing to raise taxes on the highest income earners. And he said, quote, I was not elected to increase taxes. My goal is to convince people who have money to come to France and invest in our factories and companies, not to push them out. And according to the Wall Street Journal, the latest Frenchman to critique Obamonomics is the head of the European Central Bank, that's Jean-Claude Trichet, who said that governments must reassure people that they are, quote, not putting in jeopardy the situation of the children, and reassure businesses that what is done today is not done to the detriment of their own taxation in the years to come. Now, we can only hope that President Obama will heed the words of these very wise Frenchmen. And remember how the left and its media cheerleaders, they mocked President Bush every time he mispronounced a word? Well, the Messiah himself has been known to mangle a word or two. But for some mysterious reason, his mispronunciations, well, they don't make media headlines. And I'm not sure why. Now, take a look how the president thinks the constellation Orion is pronounced.
Orion Energy Systems is a perfect example, which Neil Verfurth, did I say that, Neil, properly? Yes, sir. That you right there? Yes, sir. Okay. Neil just spoke to you about this. Orion employs more than 250 people providing energy-saving lighting to Fortune 500 companies.
All right. Orion? Orion? Well, apparently they skipped that at Harvard Law School, and the Obama staffers, they better start putting phonetic pronunciations in that teleprompter that he loves with and sleeps with and travels with. It's really needed. And that is the news tonight from